Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And just checking in on you, man. How's your week going? You know, August 20th. Holy shit, where is the summer going? Old Billy fucking Fat Cakes, old Pasty Tits himself, is still been staying on the diet. I weighed myself this morning down to $168 and change. I'm ahead of schedule. I'm supposed to be $168 by Sunday, but I started eating a little more protein. Actually, have increased the calories. Because I remember a long time ago, that dude who plays Wolverine in the X-Men, he was saying, like, towards the end, when he wanted to get completely shredded, like, he was eating, like, a whole chicken every day. So, you know, that was, like, probably 3.4 seconds worth of information. So rather than going, oh, why don't I research that and see how to do it properly, I just go, oh, okay, guy playing Wolverine. And I just fucking go with it. So there was also some diet this lady put me on like fucking 15 years ago, and I vaguely remembered like at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you ate a protein the size of the palm of your hand with a vegetable, but both at 4 and at 6. She kept your fruits before, your fruitcake there before 12. I don't fucking know. All I know is it's been working for me. It's been working for me. So I got this closet thing on the outside of the house. I got this, they put a concrete floor in and put some shelves up so I can get some of this shit out of my fucking garage, because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy with all the shit in his garage, right? Like every time there's something, where do we put that? Oh, throw it in the garage. Throw it in the garage, and next thing you know, right? You got it's like, looks like the beginning of Sanford and Son. Looks like their fucking yard, except they were selling the shit, making money, and I'm just stockpiling it up. So I got some shit I'm getting rid of, some shit I'm giving away, and then I got like 3 boxes of DVDs just from years gone by. I'm just gonna start bringing those out to shows. I'm gonna sell them for like I don't know what I'm gonna sell them for, just nothing, just to get rid of them, get them out of my life. And then I'll be good. Then I'll have a nice open area, you know? I don't know why I'm telling you guys this shit. I'm fucking, I got this old bike that I bought my wife. It's not even old. It's nice. She fucking used it like 3 times, and she fucked the whole thing up. I don't know what she rode it once, and the gears never shifted right again. You know, and I was just like, what did you do to it? She was like, don't yell at me. And that was it. And then I've had to pay to get it fixed the rest of the time. So anyway, so I'm telling Verzi, right? I tell Verzi that I'm bringing this bike over to get it fucking tuned up, then I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to buy a guy's bike. And then he just starts laughing. He goes, I got to do a bit about that, man. He's just like, you fucking guys who buy bikes. He's like, you're never going to use it. You're never going to fucking use it. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, you're never going to use it. You know what I mean? It'd be like if you're not into cooking and somebody buys one of those fucking things that smashes up the garlic. You know, if you fucking always order out, you're like, dude, why are you buying it? You're never going to use it. It's like, no, dude, you're never going to use it. All right? You're not the world. But, I don't know, Verzi was cracking me up today. I was telling him, I said, dude, I'm down to $168. He goes, you're down to $168? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, you know. He goes, you know what? But I feel like you're like one of those skinny Irish guys that can just fucking eat anything. You know, I'm telling you right now, that is the number one thing that people who are out of shape say. Not saying Verzi's out of shape, but I've heard that for more goddamn fatties in my lifetime. They always want to say that you could eat anything. You know, with your metabolism, you could fucking eat anything. Me, you know, I even look at food. I put on weight. Yeah, you look at it and then you shove it down your fucking pie hole. I love how fat, and I don't want to go off on fat people, but I'm kind of going to go off on them here. I love how they try to act like we don't understand caloric intake. Is that the right word? I don't know. It's like, dude, I eat food too. I know what it does to me, all right? I just don't sit down with the whole fucking bundt cake when I've had a bad day and eat the whole fucking thing. You know, turning it upside down so the frosting touches my tongue rather than the roof of my mouth so I get more of a sugar fix. You know, see that? I've dabbled. I've had my problems. They're always saying that. Anytime you get in shape, somebody always has to say, like, you know, oh, that's because you're fucking metab. No, it's because I quit boozing. And I ate fucking as perfect as I could, and I worked out to the point my knees are fucking killing me. That's how I got in shape. Right there, fucking, whatever the fuck you're eating there with your fucking blueberry muffins, right? Virgie's sitting there bitching, and then halfway through it, he tells me that he fucking ate a bag of gummy bears. It's like, what do you think your body does with that? He's going like, dude, I can't get rid of my stomach, dude. My stomach. That's the fucking thing. I can't get rid of the stomach. It's like, well, dude, you put it on first there, and then you take it on last. So you just gotta keep going. I actually fucking had him laugh, and I told him, I said, no, Paul, I go, there's no difference between our metabolism, all right? I'm fucking 10 years older than you. I'm 47 years old. I don't want to hear that shit, all right? The simple fact is I have more willpower than you, and I'm way more red on nutrition, and I don't know shit, you know? He actually laughed. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know shit about nutrition. I don't. I listen to shit that people say, and then I try it out, and if it works, then I start doing it, and then I repeat it to other people as if I did. I guess I did do research because I tried to use it. I have no fucking idea. But anyways, all of these fucking people, fat people, women are another group of people. They say stuff. It's easier for a guy to lose weight than it is for a woman. You know, it's like, for example, me and my boyfriend went on a diet the other day. It's like 2 weeks later, and he's skinny, and I barely lost any fucking weight. Right? They always say that shit. You know, it's because we're built for mothering, where we fucking retain weight, blah, 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 blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Eat a fucking salad and get on the treadmill like the rest of us. You know, I think the problem with women, I just felt all female listeners just tuning out at this point, is that they just do a lot more social shit. You know? Like a lot of their shit involves sitting around talking and ordering something. You know what I mean? Where guys, it involves a lot of standing around while drinking. You know, and that's the difference right there. You guys sit down and you consume your calories. We're standing up, you know, drinking a fucking Miller. I don't know. Maybe there's elements of truth, I guess, in some people's metabolism is faster. I imagine there's some element of truth of women having a little more difficult time. But I've never seen anybody that fucking worked out and ate right and did not look good. I can honestly tell you that. I've never seen somebody going like, I'm eating kale salads and apples, and for some reason I'm 350 pounds. It's like, well, when you want to be honest about the other truckload of horse shit you're throwing down your fucking throat when nobody's around, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't fucking buy into fat people, women, or just some pudgy guy's horseshit lie about your fucking metabolism. You know what I mean? You're sitting around eating gummy bears and cakes. They put gummy bears on cakes, don't they? Big gummy bear cake. And then you shove that down your fucking throat. And then the next day you have some oatmeal and you think that that's going to give you abs. Now, I'm really being a fucking judgmental cunt here, aren't I? Well, that's what I do. It is what I do when I'm on the fucking podcast. So anyways, I got to, what am I trying to say here? I just realized I don't have my computer here and I don't have any of the fucking subjects, anything that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to be on Conan O'Brien tonight. And I actually planned on talking about Tom Brady. We just never got to it. Fucking killed me. I wanted to call Jim Irsay a baby on that show, and I can't believe I didn't. But anyways, that's going to be on tonight. It's a fucking monster show. Monster goddamn show. Had to go on after fucking Bill Hader. And he went out destroying, as always. That's one of those things where you're sitting there going like, why am I going on after this guy? I should be going on first. But then how those shows work, it's like he's got a movie coming out, right? Or he's got that thing coming out with Fred Armisen where they dress like Quakers. I don't even know what the fucking show's about. All I know is I'm watching it because those two are hilarious. But he was promoting that thing, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So let's plow ahead here. Hang on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get my fucking computer because I actually have to have the advertising and all that. And through the absolute fucking magic of me hitting the pause button, I'll be back in half a second. All right, just like that, I'm back, and I got something to talk about. Dude, what the fuck happened to the guy who did the subway things? Jared says he finds middle school girls hot. Some chick was taping him for fucking 4 years. He's caused a lot of pain. It's pain that will never go away. What, for saying that? Yeah, he must have gone a little further than that. On Wednesday, Fogle admitted that he had sex with at least 2 minors and obtained child pornography of 12 other children as young as 6 years old. Oh, boy. Dude, is anybody safe? Can anybody go wire to wire without the fucking hammer coming down? Jared Fogle is a monster. He's a monster. That's what she said. How funny is it that I was just talking to you guys about eating right and getting in shape, and I go look at Google fucking News, so I got something to run my goddamn yap about. Jesus Christ. Ah, and he looks like DeRosa. That's fucking hilarious. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Fogle served as Subway's spokesman for 15 years, ever since he first appeared on television, claiming that eating the fast food chain sandwiches and working out helped him lose more than 200 pounds. Please. He probably lost that money running out the back door when the parents came home. See, this is dumb. I shouldn't be doing this. This guy's not been convicted of anything. Oh, but he's completely fucked. He better have done it. I mean, I hope he didn't, for kids' sake, but I mean, he's fucked now. It's over. What's he going to go over to Blimpie? Hey, everybody, I'm wrongly accused child molester, Jared Fogle. And I'm here to tell you that Blimpies makes you even more skinny. And with the stress of sitting there, thinking I was going to go to jail for that shit and get gang raped, because that's what happened. Oh, God. Jared, what did you do? Oh, my God. If he fucking did this shit and he's guilty and he goes to jail, do you have any fucking idea what's... And I love that they put him in protective custody. For how fucking long? You know what I mean? I figure maybe 8-10 years. He's fucked. Literally. Oh, my God. They'll descend on him. Hey, Jared, what do you want, the 6 or the 12-inch? Oh, my God. I'd fucking kill myself. Oh, there's got to be a way to do it. He's too fucking skinny now to hang himself. Just sit there twitching around like a fucking goddamn fly that got its wing ripped off. How do you kill yourself when you're shaped like a pencil? Oh, God, what do you do? Oh, I know what I do. I'd fucking break my glasses and I'd jam one of the pieces in my neck, just bleed out in the cell. There you go. See, there's always a way. You put somebody in a confined area, they're going to come up with something. You got to be fucking kidding me. I don't understand why, before the guy's convicted, that his face is all over the fucking place. I don't get it. Because if this guy didn't do this shit, it was like what the fuck I was talking about last week about the hockey player there. It's like if they didn't do it, they're completely fucked. They're fucked either way. Either they did it and they're going to jail and they're getting gang raped, which, that's what you get for doing that shit. But on the other side, if you didn't do it, I mean, What are you? How do you make your money then? I don't know. You got to be fucking kidding me. Wow. Jeb Bush, Donald Trump, unapologetic for anchor baby language. I gotta be honest with you. As far as offensive shit, anchor baby, that's pretty fucking light. You know what I mean? There's no racial epithet in there. There's nothing homophobic. Anchor baby. It's the baby that gets you in here. You're putting down roots, right? How about a root baby? A rootababy. I hate that fucking reporter. That term is offensive. Your term is offensive. Shut the fuck up. You're offensive. You fucking cunt. You work for some corporate goddamn news fucking paper. Quit acting like you're giving out the facts. You jerk off. You write about what they tell you to write about. That's what you should have done. You write what they tell you to write about. Then you go and you cash those checks, don't you? And you go buy yourself an Audi, right? Or a BMW, some German sedan. That lets the broads know you fucking, you're on the dole. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Jesus Christ. If you can't trust a former fat fuck who's eating sandwiches to be around your kids, honestly, who can you trust? That would have been a great fucking segue to go into my advertising. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's over here. Ah, Jesus, everything's just falling apart on me here. All right, it's time for some advertising. I mean, what else do you do after you talk about the former fat fuck who became a skinny guy and then allegedly... Jesus Christ. Anyways, how the fuck do you think you're going to get away with something like that? All right. Be one thing if you were the spokesperson for Wendy's, like that old guy. Then you could just say, no, I was just dressed as Santa. All right, it's okay. All right, what do we got here? What am I reading here? Is it Oxford? Oh, Blue Apron. It's okay, you can admit, the last thing anyone wants to do after work is wait in line at the grocery store, schlep home, and cook a complicated meal. An expensive, unhealthy takeout is hardly any better. That's where the new service, Blue Apron, comes in. Why is the apron blue? I don't know. Blue Apron delivers farm-fresh ingredients and step-by-step recipes to your home, allowing you to create healthy, handcrafted meals at home without going to the grocery store. For less than $10 per meal, Blue Apron sends you fresh ingredients, perfectly proportioned, making cooking healthy meals really easy and fun. Oh boy, meatloaf. No trips to the grocery store and no waste from unused ingredients. Plus, you'll learn to cook with specialty ingredients that are normally hard to find. Blue Apron is perfect for date night, cooking with friends. Oh, that's fucking perfect for date night until she finds out. You made this for me? It's going to become a slang soon. And then this motherfucker Blue Aproned me. Try to act like he made that shit himself. Cracker, please. Blue Apron is perfect for date night, cooking with friends, and they even offer family plans with kid-friendly ingredients so the whole family can eat well and have fun preparing the meals together. What does kid-friendly mean? The fuck would be a kid-friendly ingredient? Sugar? Each balanced meal is 500 to 700 calories per serving and so tasty you'd never know. Cooking takes half an hour, shipping is flexible and free, and the menus are always new. They won't send you the same meal twice. They work around your schedule and dietary preferences. They do everything but chew it for you and shove it in your mouth. And Blue Apron's experts source out only the best seasonal ingredients for incredible meals like Parmesan-crusted chicken with roasted heirloom potatoes and tomato arugula salad and tandoori spiced chicken with green lentils, eggplant and cucumber mint yogurt. How many meals was that? Was that one? Let's see, you got your chicken with potatoes, and you have a salad, and you got, and then you got more chicken. That's got to be the different one. That one you have with lentils, eggplant, and cucumber, mint yogurt. Anyways, you'll cook incredible meals and be blown away by the quality and the freshness. Blue Apron, it's a better way to cook. Check out this week's menu and get your first 2 meals for free by going to blueapron.com/Burr. My treat, really. The first 2 meals are on me when you go to blueapron.com/Burr. Hey! Blueapron.com/Burr. All right, what else do we got here? Important note, please do not leave out the mandatory italicized verbiage. All right. I can't fucking read this. All right. Do you want the government... Oh, this is LegalZoom. Do you want the government to decide what happens to your property and minor children? If not, make the commitment to protect your family with a last will or living trust today. It's National Make-A-Will Month once again. And LegalZoom.com. At LegalZoom.com. And doing the right thing has never been easier. They've created a better way for you and your spouse to take control of your family's future. Check out LegalZoom's new last will and living trust bundles. The more you plan ahead with wills, trusts, and powers of attorney, the more you save. Even if you're confused about all the options, don't let that hold you back. Plow right in. You can use their easy online resources and estate planning tool to help you figure out what you need. Or get more specific guidance from LegalZoom's network of independent attorneys in most states since they're not a law firm. Don't procrastinate. When it comes to protecting your family, get a legal help you can count on at LegalZoom.com today. Don't forget to enter in Burr in the referral box at checkout to save even more. That's LegalZoom.com, promo code Burr. LegalZoom.com, promo Burr. Promo code Burr, right? I don't know what the fuck I just said. And last but not least... Hey, You like making great money, right? I feel like I should be standing in an alley right now wearing a raincoat. Here's a really cool opportunity I had to share with you. Hanging out with Jared. No, sorry. Driving with Uber. Uber's that popular smartphone app that connects riders with drivers. People take Uber a bunch, and they love them, by the way, and they love chatting up with the different drivers. Some of them have really interesting stories as to why they drive with Uber. They love being their own boss. They may earn great money. It's easy to start. You just need a car and a license. Driving with Uber is great for anyone who needs flexibility. Parents, this is a really easy way to work around your family schedules. Students, you can make more extra money between classes. Serial killers. Kidding. Now's the prime time to cash in driving with Uber. You'll thank me for telling you how to get paid every week. I could be getting into your car when you drive with Uber. I won't be sober. Call to action. You got a car and a license. Put them both together. Make them work for you, and you start earning some serious life-changing money today. Sign up to drive with Uber. Visit drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. Hey! Drivewithuber.com. There we go. Mercifully, the advertising is done for this week. No more me reading out loud. Let's get back. Let's talk about the fucking baseball here as I get interested. As the dog days of summer wind down. You know, it's fucked up. The fucking Red Sox. We're even worse. And I can't get fucking internet in here. At least I know who's in first place now, right? American League East is the Yankees. They got some new kid I saw. He hit a couple home runs the other night. Something Burr. Kansas City's in first place. American League Central, and then in the West, I don't know who it is. Then the Dodgers are in first place, the Mets are in first place, and the Cardinals, I just don't know who's in first place. Who the fuck would it be? The Angels? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm psyched the Dodgers are in it. Maybe I'll go to a playoff game. Oh, really, Bill? Well, do you think they're sitting around waiting for you? You cunt? Anyways, hey, is this a bad thing? I got all this extra shit in my garage. Like, I have like half cans of turpentine and all this crap left over from when they were redoing the bottom of my piece of shit fucking tree fort of a house, which is now much nicer. Much nicer. Okay, but now we're doing the upstairs because, all the wiring was put in by Herman Munster and the fucking... Jesus Christ. I want to get into it. I have fucking holes in my walls again because... all they have to say is, I don't know, that pipe looks a little old. And after this shit I went through, I'm just like, open the wall and fix all of it. And that's what they've been doing. So I have copper pipes going through almost all of the house. And now they're talking about the sink. Well, we could go through the wall in the kitchen and there's fucking... Is that what you could do? Is that what you could do? Just fucking do it. Just cut the fucking thing open and get it done with. I feel like I've been having open heart surgery on this goddamn fucking house. Oh, what a dope. What kind of a fucking dope buys a fucking house that's 90 years old in a state in the middle of a drought? Good move, Bill. Way to go. Did you read The Art of the Deal? Gotta love Trump. He said the second greatest book of all time is his book, The Art of the Deal, and then right behind the Bible. The guy, he's crushing it as far as the one-liners. The guy, he's a quote machine. He's like Rex. If Rex Ryan ran for president and actually had money, Oh, by the way, I saw this thing on Real Sports. It was really passive-aggressive by that fucking tool shed, Bryant Gumbel. I almost said Bryant McGumble. They come back to him, right? And he's got his little clipboard of questions. And he's like, he's always fucking... Whenever he's got the question, his voice goes really high. And he fucking... they were doing a story on Rex Ryan. And this is what he said. He said most coaches are stoic, like Tom Coughlin, or socially inept control freaks like Bill Belichick. But not outspoken, brash Rex Ryan. That was so fucking passive-aggressive. Everybody in the media hates Bill Belichick because he won't talk to him. You talk to the Patriots, they say he's fucking hilarious and he has a great personality. That shit that he does is no different than what Shaq did. Shaq, in the beginning of his career, would fuck around, and then he realized what cunts the fucking media was, and it's all right, I'm not giving you anything because it just motivates the other team. That's what Belichick does. That's why Shaq, if you see him doing MTV Cribs, he's got this amazing personality. You watch him do the fucking commentating in between the fucking halves. He's fucking hilarious, totally outgoing. If you watch him during his career, he's just like, well, I got the ball, Kobe. Kobe gave it back to me. Turned around and did a layup. Try to score more points than them. That's only one game. Still need to win 3 more. That's all he would do. All he would do. You get him on MTV Cribs, he's a fucking riot. Throwing his kids around on his giant bed. Right? That's the same thing with Belichick. Belichick just goes out there, hey, you're playing this piece of shit team next week, huh? That's going to be an easy win, right? Isn't that going to be easy? And he just goes, well, it's the NFL. Every team is a worthy opponent, and we're not looking past them. So all we're focused on right now is trying to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then they get mad because it's just like, you didn't say something crazy. You're not out there sniffing feet. You know what I mean? You're not predicting that you're going to win the fucking Super Bowl. And they actually, this is what kills me. So they say that he's socially inept and a control freak. And then they say Rex Ryan is super confident. And then they're talking about when he was a kid, how he was unbelievably insecure and kids picked on him and all that. And they're showing pictures of him when he's like 11 or 12. It's like, that shit doesn't go away. You're still that guy. You're just that guy and you weigh 200 more pounds. That's all. But having said all that, I'm psyched he fucking lost the weight. He looks great. And I think he's going to do real well out in Buffalo with that defense. That's the exact fucking team that he should be coaching. He did great with the Jets when the Jets had a defense, and I think that's a fucking home run. But he's got the same problem, I think. Maybe not as bad that he had in New York, which he has nobody at the quarterback position. So, call me crazy, but I just say it's going to be more of the same. I think he's going to talk shit. He's going to say that they're going to win. He already said that they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to do well, and then some guys are going to want to get more money. And when their contract gets up, they want to fucking play in a warmer place with more media attention, and then they're going to leave, and he's going to be left with no fucking quarterback and no defense. And that's how that's going to go. Who knows? I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just predicting he's going to get fired. What a cunt. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait for football season. Cannot fucking wait. So here's the deal. We're going to be going to that Texas Longhorn, Oklahoma State football game as we do that run through Texas. And then I got another run towards the end of October where I'm going through the Midwest. And I'm trying to find games. Weekend I'm in Chicago. Northwestern has a road game. Illinois has a fucking road game. Then I looked, I fucking Purdue was home. Iowa was home. But then I was like, come on, man, there's got to be a fucking game close by. And then I looked like 3 days before the tour starts, Notre Dame playing USC at Notre Dame. So I might be adding a couple extra stand-up dates and maybe going to try to go to that one. We'll see. That's an outside chance. But if I'm not, I think I'm going to go to that Purdue game. After I do the Chicago Theater, we're going to go drive over there playing Nebraska. I've always liked Purdue, and Nebraska was a fucking powerhouse when I was a kid. Irving Fryer, Mike Rozier, Turner Gill. I almost said Jimmy Johnson coached him, but he coached that Miami team that beat Nebraska in that amazing championship game, I believe. The fuck was their coach? I can't remember, but they just had one Hall of Fame offensive lineman after another when I was coming up. And they used to just be like, I remember when you get those football cards that were just for skill, just like that fucking, DraftKings, right? Just for skill. And that was back when you could actually bet on games where the spread was like 70 points. So you'd be sitting there, and every week, like you just bet against Nebraska. You had to. You were getting like 65 points. 70 points, and we'd all be at school laughing, just going, how do you lay off this game? It's like you're up 70-0 already. You know, you're just banking on the fact that they'll score 50 early and then put their scrubs in, and it's not gonna happen. And these fucking assholes, Nebraska, they used to cover. And we hated losing money, but we just thought it was the funniest fucking thing ever. You know, losing money sucks, but losing money that way, there's just something hilarious about it. And then you'd end up losing your bet and then just rooting for them to go for 2 points and try to somehow score 100. But anyway, so we're going to be going to that game, possibly the Notre Dame game, and I might even in November. I got another road gig that there's a chance Ole Miss and LSU are playing. I might be able to. That'll be 3 in 1 year. That'll be fucking sick. So that's what I'm working towards. If you can believe it. Anyways, I feel like there was something else I want to tell you. I'm going to be on Conan. I think that's it. I'm going to be on Conan. That's it. I'm on Conan tonight. Check it out. It's, what am I trying to say here? Oh, so tonight, the guests are Bill Hader, then myself, and this hilarious comic, Sam Morrill. And everybody, you know, it's actually a fucking great show, to be honest with you. So tune in if you can. You know, try to watch it live, sit through the commercials. You know, I know nobody does anymore. But anyways, that's the Thursday afternoon podcast. Have a great weekend, you cunts, and I'll talk to you on Monday, okay?
All right, advice. I know this girl. I've known her for a bit. We're friends. We've been for a while. Okay, now this one, you know how everybody always trashes me for the way I fucking read? I know I suck at reading, but I have to let you know, this is all in lowercase, and there's absolutely no punctuation whatsoever. I don't know if this guy text messaged this or what, but this is not my fucking fault. Let me try my best to read this. All right, Bill, I know this girl. I've known her for a bit, and we're friends, no period. We've been for a while, comma. Anyway, about a month ago, I asked her out on a date, and she said yes, comma, continuing the sentence. He doesn't have periods. He just has commas. Lowercase I. Took her out, and we had fun. No period. We talked shit. Was hunky-dory. No comma. We kissed. It. No period. It was awesome. First date. It was an awesome first date. Hey, there's a period. No capital letter. Then I barely fucking heard from her. No period. I was running around like a fucking jackass. No period. Just trying to talk to her. I'm sorry. I guess it keeps going. Just trying to talk to her. And when we would talk, it was fine. Oh, there's a period. I was beating myself up, going crazy. No period. I was some piece of shit. Anyway, I pulled myself together and I asked her out again. She once again said yes. Awesome, right? Well, not your fucking lack of punctuation. That's not awesome. So we go out again. Went cool again. I didn't kiss her this time. I don't know. It was just off. But anyway, comma. That was no punctuation in all of that, you fucking dick. Once again, I fucking didn't hear a thing, so I said, fuck it. I don't need this right now, and we just went back to being friends. Never talked about it. Just let it lay. I'm fucking seeing double at this point. Anyway, lately I've been talking to her a lot. Like I said, we're friends, but she's very clearly been flirting with me, and I honestly have been flirting back. I still like the girl. No period, no nothing. But I just don't know if it's worth it. You know? Period. No question mark. She's got a lot of drama. She's one of these girls that gets drunk at a party and cries, then asks people if she's pretty. Which she really fucking is. Like, really hot. ... But I do like her. I just don't know if I should put myself through this shit again. What do you think, Bill? I legitimately would like your advice / opinion. Okay, the first thing I would do, I would get some sort of spell check. I would get some sort of phonics or some sort of shit to teach you how to write. All right, people? I know I suck at reading out loud, but can you do me a fucking solid? I'm not reading any more fucking emails that are like this. All right, because this is literally, I'm starting to lose my fucking eyesight. So what do I think? Yeah, okay, this is what I think. I think you should definitely not get into a relationship with this girl. This girl is a fucking nightmare. All right? There's all kinds of red flags. I don't know what happened to her, and I can tell you right now, you don't want to find out what's happening to her. What happened to her? You don't want to find out in that you don't want to have feelings for this girl. All right? And when the other fucking bag of shit hits the floor and your heart is underneath it, you don't let a girl like this break your heart. All right? You can see it from a mile away. She is a fucking mess. All right? There's plenty of great girls out there. You're a young guy. Go find one. All right? Find a girl. Make a list of shit. All right? One of the big things, if you want to find a really good girl, is find one who has a great relationship with her parents. Hopefully, they're still together. All right? That's another good thing. Start with that. But if they're sitting there, they got low self-esteem issues, you're going to kill a decade of your fucking life trying to build them up. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be fucking exhausting. All right? And then because she doesn't think she's pretty, she might act out sexually for some sort of, I don't know, like, geez, I just really have an hour and 6 minutes in here. Just, some sort of affirmation that she is pretty. Okay? So what do I think you should do? All right. Well, if you're a well-adjusted guy, you'll just walk away from the situation and say that I'm not going to just bang her and use that as a fucking notch on my bedpost to make my ego feel good, and I'm not going to hurt this person. But if you're how most people are your age, I would just say bang her, and then, I don't know, it's going to be ugly. If you want to bang this girl, I got to tell you, don't let your heart get involved, and, I don't know. Not having seen her, not seeing how hot she is, and being older and more mature, I would say just walk away and go find some well-adjusted hottie. That's unless you just want to bang somebody. But then you can do that. You know what it is about this thing? You know what I don't like? There's too much fucking history. You got to be able to leave. You got to be able to fucking go out the side door if you're just going to bang somebody. You can't have this, well, we were friends at first, and then it became romantic, then we went back to being friends, and then we fucked. It's just a fucking nightmare. Yeah, I'd find someone else to fuck. But if you don't give a shit, yeah, I'd bang her. But by no means don't develop any sort of feelings for her. All right? There you go. There's my advice. Dear Bill, recently I had to return some items at the mall. It was the day after Christmas, and I was with a girl I was dating. With the girl that I was dating. She wanted to return some shoes. So we went to the Journey store where the shoes were bought. When she got to the counter to return the shoes, the girl behind the counter asked her for her name, address, email, and phone number. Oh, my God. The amount of fucking people who actually give out that information. My girlfriend just gave the information over as soon as the girl asked for it. We were leaving the store. I remarked that I thought it was bullshit that she had to give away personal information to return a pair of shoes. She said it was not a big deal, but I didn't like it. All right. Why the fuck would you give somebody all that information? And just in case you're new to my podcast, just say, you can say no. Can I I go out to buy shit all the time. Can I have your phone number? No. I don't even try to make it nice. I just say no. And then they go, oh, okay. Why do you feel like you got to give them their information? You're trying to buy something. I'm sorry, I can't sell you this unless I get your information. Well, then go fuck yourself. I'll buy it somewhere else. I don't even need it anyways. So anyways, he goes, next we go to American Eagle. You guys hit all the hot spot, huh? Then we went to Cinnabon. Next we went to American Eagle, where I had to return a shirt that was a gift. There was a long line for returns. Why'd you return the shirt? Huh? Did it not fit, or was it ugly as hell, or was it both? As I was waiting in line, one of the employees comes up to me with a clipboard with a little form to fill out. Now, is anybody else kind of getting the prison camp vibe here? You're standing in line to get processed, and there's a guy coming up. Und what is your name, please? Your phone number? I stopped the employee and asked her why she needed this information, and she says that it was to verify my purchase. How fucking dumb are people? You going to verify my purchase? Well, here's the sales slips there, sweetheart. This verifies it. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. Why don't you and your clipboard, why don't you hold that clipboard between your little fucking beef curtains and take a fucking walk down the street? How about that, huh, sweetheart? Sir, there's no reason to use that type of language. Go fuck yourself. Huh? How about I fucking grab that ponytail and just, no, let's keep it clean this week, shall we, people? Anyway, he goes, before I could protest further, she said that I could just put my name on it. Oh, on the clipboard? When she walked away, I pulled out the gift receipt and said to my girlfriend, oh, here it is. Yeah, this is what verifies my purchase. Exactly. The clipboard employee wasn't as far away as I thought she was and heard me say, did I read that wrong? Yeah, heard me say this, and she began to explain further why I needed to give over the information. This is the part of the email I hate. He goes, I apologized and told her I realized it wasn't her and that it was just her company's policy that she was enforcing. She walked away again. I felt bad, so the next time I saw her, I apologized and said I realized that she was just doing her job, but she ignored me. She was probably pissed because it was the day after Christmas and I was causing her grief, but she could at least accept my apology, you bitch. I love how you go from being totally liberal and seeing somebody's fucking side of it to being, yeah, man up, you cunt. Anyway, I got up to the counter, and there wasn't any further problems. The guy at the register just took my name and didn't ask me for anything. I felt as though I had a small victory against the big corporations. Then this week, I had to go back to the store to return a hat my girlfriend got. Did you guys not make Christmas lists? Or are all your relatives blind? This seems to be a lot of returning of gifts. This is hilarious. You're returning a hat that your girlfriend got you. Dude, how horrific was that hat? Can you please send me a picture of it if you took one before you returned it? Picture one of those plaid Charlie Chaplin hat. I had the receipt, but again, the girl at the register asked me for my address and phone number. I said I didn't want to give that information to her. Immediately, panic sets in on her face, and she says that I have to. I said that I didn't have to the day after Christmas, and I wasn't going to now. Good for you. She calls over a coworker, and they both get defensive and hold to the idea that I have to give over my information in order to return a stupid hat, even though I had my receipt. I asked why, and they let me slide. Why had they let me slide on this before? And they maintained that I had to give them my name, address, and phone number. So what did I do in the face of corporate opposition? I caved and I gave it to them. You fucking pussy. Dude, the second you saw the panic on their face, you knew that they were going to lose. All right? He goes, I just don't get it, Bill. Why is a receipt not enough nowadays? It is enough. They say they need our personal information to verify a purchase. They're not, dude. They're not. All right? All of that shit, all those little save, you want to get one in our discount store, they're creating a file on you. They figure out what you want to buy, what they can market towards you, and then they take that information and they sell it to other fucking companies. Even though they say they're not going to, they sell your information. Your information gets up on the internet, and that's why there's all these creepy websites out there right now that have all this fucking information about you, about, how many siblings you have, your brothers and sisters' names. They all use that information to fucking, I'm telling you. Don't give them your information. You don't have to give them your information. And people out there who just have this fucking attitude towards these corporations, just sitting there going like, well, what do they got? You mean, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, I mean, what do I care if they know where I live? What do I care? Just fucking morons. I don't even, I've explained this shit till I'm blue in the face, and then I always get these emails from these people, they just, I don't know, I can't even, I said something the other day, I was sitting there listening to sports radio, because I'm a deep thinker, right? And this new guy got on sports radio out here in Los Angeles, and he does what most people do when they have nothing to say, which is they just go over the top arrogant. You know what I mean? Like he was talking about how he wanted to get some sort of sports coach or personality on the show, but he doubted he could get him as a guest because the guest hated him. And he goes, because I disagreed with him on some. He was talking to a coach, and he was actually disagreeing with the fucking coach. He's disagreeing with the guy, and he goes, you know what the problem is? He goes like, I'm just like such a good debater. I actually end up like convincing myself of my own opinion. He actually said that over the airwaves, and I just sort of muttered to myself that the confidence of morons is staggering. You know what I mean? Morons think they know everything. That's what makes them fucking morons. And like the emails I get with people who don't question this shit, which is, I don't know, like last week when I went off on my little fucking rant there, just some of the fucking emails I get. It's like people are sending me shit that kind of is backing up what I'm saying and then telling me that I sound like I have tinfoil on my fucking head. Which, obviously, I am out of my fucking mind on some level, but I'm not out of my mind when I don't trust corporations, and I don't trust them when they say, we're not going to do anything with this information. The other day, I was in CVS, and I go to buy something, and the lady asked me, did I have a save card? And I said, no. She said, do you want one? And I said, no. And she goes, well, that's okay. And she swiped the fucking thing anyways. And I was like, lady, what did I just say to you? Now, see, if I use my credit card, they'd have my name and then to match up to that fucking number and what the hell I just bought and just a little bit more information about me. And my question to all you people who have this faith in these corporations, why does that person do that? Why are they so hell-bent on trying to make that corporation less money in that moment? They give me this card. Like everybody has those cards, so you're not saving any fucking money. It's a big fucking shell game to make it seem, ooh, look, you're saving money. What they're really doing, hey, look at this hand over here, is you're giving them all your personal fucking information that they can then use to at the very least sell to other corporations to increase junk mail and also to limit your fucking level of privacy. The fact that they can put all that shit up on the goddamn internet. People have been sending me these random websites where they have like your name and your address, where you fucking live and all this type of shit. It's like, how do you think that they get all that information? Do you think there's somebody sitting there with a phone book and just typing all of this shit in? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Let's what kills me. If some fucking random creepy guy, you're standing there waiting for the subway, came up to you, asked you what your name, your phone number, and your address was, would you give it to him? No. But for some reason, you're inside of a fucking store, and there's socks and sweaters, and somebody has a name tag. Now, all of a sudden, you give them total fucking trust. You're out of your mind. So, sir, don't cave in. All right? All you just say that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I want to speak to the manager. What they're doing, it's not legal yet. It's not legal yet, but I can guarantee you there's somebody lobbying for it that in Washington. There's some sort of fucking high-powered lobbying group, I swear to God, is probably lobbying that from here on out we need to have a law that if you're going to return a hat, you have to give us your name, your address, and your social security number, just so there's not another 9/11. Could guarantee it. So, yeah, you don't have to. That's actually one of the highlights of my day. What I do now is when they say, do you have our little Savey Save card? And I say, no, I don't. Would you like one? No, I don't. I then say, and please don't swipe another one. And then I try to pay with cash. I love cash. Cash is fucking anonymous. All you guys out there who are sitting there watching these commercials where they make it look like credit cards are so fucking easy, you're idiots. You're buying into exactly what they want you to buy into, which is a cashless society so they can keep track of where you are at all fucking times and every last fucking dime that you make so they can get their greedy little fucking hands on it. You're out of your mind, and you're giving up an unbelievable amount of fucking privacy by creating a paper trail everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, what you're doing, where you're at. and the sea of morons who are going to sit there and go, well, if you ain't doing anything wrong. I mean, I guess maybe I'm a paranoid psycho. You look at all these fucking idiots who do reality TVs and they let cameras come into their house and they don't seem to care about it. Maybe the average jackass doesn't give a shit. But, sir, for the love of God, you know, in the end he says, I'm not crying conspiracy. It's very plain to see what they're doing. It's not malicious or evil. Yes, it is. It is malicious, and it is evil, and it is a conspiracy. They're conspiring to get everybody's information, find out what they buy, and they're lying to you saying that they're not going to share the information. It's everything that you're saying it's not. It is. All right? And that's it. That's 2 weeks in a row I'm on the soapbox. See, people, don't you like it better when I talk about sports? Here's some conspiracy theory for you. Somebody said, Bill, he wrote, they are watching. And I got trashed for talking about conspiracy theory. I've been trashed for talking about those automated checkout lines in the grocery store and saying that I'm paranoid and I'm afraid of technology and all this technology is just going to help my life and make my life more easier. And why don't you trust these big fucking corporations, basically. It's the shit that people are giving me. So after getting trashed for all, talking shit about all these corporations, and actually having the audacity to think that bankers were all trying to team up and have one world bank, to become the loan sharks for not only individual but actual countries. Okay? Which is something that I was thinking about when I was at the Rose Bowl, stone sober, and I was sitting there on the golf course, and I was looking at these houses up on the ridge of this hill that actually looked down on the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all. These people have a house that looks down on it. And I was actually envisioning that those were all bankers up there. And while the game was going on, and 104,000 people, or 96,000, whoever showed up for that game, were sitting there going fucking crazy. One of those piece of shit bankers up there could put his hand on his son's shoulder and be like, see all those people down there? They owe all of us money. They all owe me money, son. I'm getting a piece of all of their fucking paychecks. And they don't even know it. They don't even know that their daddy is looking down on them right now. Now, had I been drinking, that thought would have probably caused me to, entertain the thought of climbing up that hill and throwing a rock through one of the windows, which, of course, I wouldn't have done because even my drunkest, I am aware that I don't want to go to jail and get raped. And secondly, I'm not going to go all the way up that fucking hill. So what I would have done is I probably would have yelled at that kid with the light purple slacks. I would have commented really loud about that dude's fucking eczema flaking off into the back of his goddamn sweatshirt. So anyways, this guy sends me this email, and he says, Bill, the theys in this blog, when I say they are watching, are big business, not the Illuminati, but they are just as evil as any bank or secret society. They don't even need your signature. Listen to this shit. They don't even need your signature for these information gathering traderware programs to monitor everything from where the device is to what your heart rate is. What is traderware? That's the question I had. Your digital camera may embed metadata into photographs with camera's serial number or your location. Your printer may be incorporating a secret code on every page it prints, which could be used to identify the printer and potentially the person who used it. Now the fucking morons, the sheep out there would be like, yeah, that's in case you threaten the president. They're just doing it for the good of all people. If Apple puts a particularly creepy patent, I guess Apple's applying for this. Is it recently applied for the use you can look forward to a day when your iPhone may record your voice. Take a picture of your location, record your heartbeat, and send that information back to the mothership. This is traderware, devices that act behind your back and betray your privacy. Now, this is what the moron sheep are going to be to say. Well, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, what's the problem? That's the philosophy. That was the philosophy behind why they can record your phone calls now. If you ain't doing nothing, Tasty, you. Come on, frogs. If you ain't doing nothing wrong. Do you realize how fucking dumb that mindset is? So basically, as long as you do what the people in power tell you what to do, you won't have a problem. Do you understand how dangerous that is? Do you understand how fucking stupid it is to have that level of faith in the people who rule you? You know what I mean? You haven't noticed how much power can fuck somebody over? Like, for some reason, we only seem to focus on when celebrities get famous and then they wig out and start becoming these fucking mini tyrants. For some reason, people don't feel... They just have like this, because they wave the flag and they play those songs that make you choked up, that they never feel like that they'll have any sort of ulterior motive for this. This is the type of technology that allows a small group of people to take over the world. Something that sociopaths have been trying to do since the beginning of time. And they were never able to do it because at some point your army would be stretched too thin. Right? The Germans, the fucking Roman Empire, all that shit. At some point, the fucking Japanese, all of them. Everybody who's ever tried to fucking do it, at some point, it gets stretched too thin. So America, what we've done is we've done the we're putting this base here to protect you thing, that brilliant thing. That's how we got our world empire. So we just have a base. Then also we have these insane weapons where we can nuke everybody. So we were able to kind of do it that way. But the problem is when you really get into sociopathic thought and just like those people who are so into power that it makes their dick hard, is they want to know, they want to be able to see everybody, know what they're thinking, and know what they're doing at all times. Because not only are they psychos, but with that level of power becomes this unbelievable level of paranoia. Like those people with those houses sitting on the ridge looking down into the Rose Bowl. There's a fear. Like we sit there looking up at them and go, look, they got the fucking world. There is a fear of when you attain that level of wealth of losing all of it. And you begin on this quest to quiet your mind. You want to get a level of wealth and control in your life that you are guaranteed that it will never go away in your lifetime or your kid's lifetime or your kid's kids. So basically everybody that you know and love will be okay and you will be okay. You get into that psychotic fucking mindset. And you give those kinds of people this level of fucking technology and you're going to have a problem. I think that's unbelievable that this shit is. So they have this website here, the EFF, Electronic Frontier Foundation, that is trying to fight these things being put into the tech, the cameras, the cell phones, and all that shit. Like the fact that there's a tracking device in your cell phone. Like, how come we didn't get to vote on that? How come we don't get to vote on that type of stuff? I don't want people knowing where the fuck I am at all goddamn times. Okay? And I don't need you to show me, oh, we caught this fucking child molester with that. So because of that, now everybody has to be like, give me a fucking break. They always have like, there's, a handful of good examples for that level of fucking control. And then there's a zillion bad ones. So I am 100% against this shit. And there's always been evil people in the fucking world. There's always going to be evil fucking people in the world. And when you have this kind of technology, you're gonna stop. They're gonna stop small evil, like individual, a fucking serial rapist, which you definitely want to stop. All right. But the price we're going to pay is you're going to allow a Stalin or a Hitler, Pol Pot, whoever the fuck you want to, you're going to, with that level of technology, someone like that could get in power and run the fucking world. So, I don't know. And I totally 100% believe that. You could roll all your fucking eyes all you want. I honestly believe that. And I also believe that the reason why there's so many of us right now and that the people at the top are not fucking concerned about it is because we're all expendable. And when the waters rise up, the temperatures goes up and everything, they're not going to be the ones who are drowning. You can guarantee that they're using our taxpayer money to build some sort of something to make sure that they're okay. And I think that their bailout plan, because they know they can't stop people from fucking because it feels too goddamn good, and dicks and pussies are readily available to anyone. It's like air, you know? So I think what they're going to gradually do is phase us out with robots and automated shit, which is why I refuse to use it. Now, how fucking crazy do I sound right now? Has there been anything funny in the last fucking 5? This is shit that I truly believe. You know, corporations own like the DNA of a grizzly bear. That's why they don't give a fuck that they're cutting down its habitat. They're like, I will fucking grow another one in a petri dish. We're trying to take over everything. And then wipe out, I think they're going to try to wipe out the poor and the middle class. Keep a couple of us, like a small handful of us, you know, the way that pandas are only in like zoos at this point or some shit. I don't know. Maybe I picked the wrong fucking animal, but that's the direction I think it's going. All right? There's your first crazy rant, which was based mainly in gut feelings and a couple of emails. But I truly believe that.